Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm still trying to come up with an intro that I feel like is me, but every time I try to, I always just go like, I don't know why. I think it's just the energy. Blah, 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 blah. Anyways, long time no see. I am back again. I'm wearing something new today. I've not worn this on my channels yet. It is a vegan jersey. Black, not the best color for visibility if you're outside, because the brighter colors you wear, you know, other people can see you. Like my China red top is better, okay? So visibility is really important because you gotta act like no one can see you in this world. That's why you need to wear colors so people see you and so they don't run into you, okay? And neon colors are my fave. If I could wear neon colors all the time, I would. Mia Moore, follow me. Hi, Carl. Excuse-moi. I'm just coughing up in here. Chris said hi. Hello. Where in the world are you guys and what time is it? I'd love to know because today it's actually Saturday. And usually, if people aren't outside, what are you guys doing? Are you guys maybe at school at this time? I almost forgot that not everyone lives in Adelaide, South Australia. Ransford Rao, it's Michelle from China. I like your content a lot. Thank you so much. Ransford Rao, I appreciate your comments and I appreciate your support. It means a lot. I see you all the time in my videos. Thank you so much. I see all your stuff. And I love the positivity that you bring to my page. It really means a lot and you make my day when I see you comment. So shout out to Ransford Rao. Thank you. So we have Chris from Florida, 9:55. Is that on Sunday? Excuse-moi. Is that Sunday? Or are you behind? Because I'm Saturday, 11:26 in the nighttime. Happy Saturday. Saturday, 9:56. South Africa, we have Creon, South Africa, 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Okay, I'd say that's Saturday. Wait. Obviously, you've just started because Australia experiences the first time change, right? Okay, Ransford is in London, England. Long time since I was in school. Well, you could be part of School of Life. Always at school. If you view things as always a learning experience and always a lesson to be learned, then it's school, you know? So even if you dropped out of high school or something and your parents are beating you up about it, you'd be like, I'm still in school. Guys, I need to cough. I'm gonna let out a really hard cough so I don't need to cough anymore. Sorry, turn down the volume because I'm gonna cough really loud, okay? Disclaimer. Whoosh. Okay, I think that's better. I need to drink some water. Stevie Chip says, please give me a shout out. What do you want to be known for in the world? Comment down and I'll read it out, Stevie. Annabelle says, hi, how are you doing today? Hi, Annabelle. I am doing great today. So today, I'm so grateful today. Today was a good day to me. I had everything. I have water to drink. I had food to eat. I have a roof over my head because in Adelaide, more than ever now, it's cold because it's like winter now. So I'm so thankful that I am inside, indoors. You know, I have shelter above my head. I don't have to be outside in the rain, in the cold. Now I have an electronic in front of me and I get to connect with you guys in the world. I have so many things around me. I still have everyone in my life. I'm happy and I have my health and I can smile and I can move my arms. I can walk. I can talk. I'm happy. What about you, Annabelle? Johannes says, it's not normal. It's not normal. We have someone from Turkey. New York is 9:57. Will you be watching Eurovision? I was never big on the Eurovision, to be honest. Even when I lived in Ireland, I wasn't huge on the Eurovision. I'm not sure. Should I? And who should I look out for? What country should I look out for? How many years did you live in Trinidad? 6. So it's a lot of my life because I'm not that old. Where's your neck? I don't know. I have no neck. I have no neck. Have you guys watched 90 Day Fiancé? No Neck Ed? Okay, guys, let me show you a really good neck exercise. Do this with me now, okay? It feels so good. Okay, so put back your like head to the back like this, and then you want to move your chin up to the sky, okay? So only use your like chin muscles and just go. Watch me first, and then tilt your head back and do it. Ready? So it's your bottom jaw that you're trying to go up, and you'll feel it like all here. Oh, the stretch. Ooh, that could like help with your jawline, you know? Anyways, do that. It feels really good. You feel like a rush of blood or something. Drink coconut water. Yeah, I have some here. Coconut water. But I've already brushed my teeth for the night, so I'm just gonna drink water. Because I already did my teeth routine, and then I ate some more because I got hungry. What did I have? I had Weetabix, sweet potato, chia seeds and stuff like that. All vegan, and a bit of soy milk. Okay, Oliver asks, hey, do you dip French fries in your ice cream at Macca's or anywhere? I haven't had Macca's, McDonald's, in so long. More than like so long. I don't remember the last time because it's not an occurrence for me. And I'm also vegan, so I don't eat ice cream usually at fast food places because they're not vegan options. And French fries, I love my ketchup. So I freaking love ketchup. And this is like one of my favorite ketchups ever, which is this tomato ketchup. Oh wait, not this one, the pickle one. So let me show you how much I love freaking ketchup, okay? Just nearby, this is how many bottles of ketchup I have. I go through the ketchup really quick. And also, oops, I'm sorry. I also have the barbecue sauce. This is like, I'm dead serious. Tomato sauce is like a go-to. Along with the soy sauce. It's a staple for me. And why I love the pickle ketchup so much is because this makes anything taste like McDonald's. Like literally, this on bread, it already tastes like a burger, a whole burger. So my number one would be the ketchup. But I've definitely tried that before. I've tried ice cream and potatoes. How many accents do you have? I don't know, but one accent that I sometimes do is also an Indian accent. I don't know. I'm like an amalgamation, a mixture of everything. Because I would say I'm a quick learner and I absorb things a lot. Like, I just watch people, listen to people, and then somehow it just goes in my brain, and then I just mimic things, you know? You're so pretty, I am so jelly. No need to be jelly. I'm sure you are pretty too. Yes, you should watch Eurovision and vote for Sweden. If I were watching for Eurovision, I think I would have to vote for Ireland just because um I lived in Ireland. Do you still play badminton? I haven't played for the longest time. I played this year. That's the last time I played, and I have a YouTube video about it where I made friends. But I haven't played since. It's been quite a while, but I'm dying to play back. I'm gonna do more badminton content though. Preppy says, I don't mean to be rude, but can you please start responding to me? What did you ask? I think I read your comment. If I don't see it, just type it in again because there's a few that I might have missed if I talk about something. You love sauces. Yes, I do. A sauce changes everything. You guys know that. Like, food tastes good because of the sauce, really. You know? That's how you add variety into your life. Here I am talking about variety when all I have is ketchup. But yeah. In England, Heinz ketchup rules. Yeah, Heinz. And the thing is, the organic ketchup is not my favorite because it doesn't taste as sweet. So I would never personally get the less sugar one. I like the full sugar. I'm all about the sugar. Okay, let's see the sugar content difference. Yes, this has like 1 gram more of sugar, so I'd go with the sugar. The more sugar, the better. The less fat, the better. Everybody, please subscribe. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Preppy. Okay, guys, so right now it is 11:36 for me over here, and I'm trying to go to sleep a bit earlier, so I'll be here for maybe 20-something more minutes. So if you guys have anything else to say, let me know here. Or I might cut it even shorter because I am trying to get into a better sleep routine and wake up early tomorrow because I've got big girl things to do tomorrow as well. Tomorrow's Sunday, so maybe I'll go to a church and see what there is out there. I'm just kidding. Okay, mix ketchup and mayo. I don't eat mayo, standard mayo, like this typical mayo because of the high fat content. So there is a vegan mayo that is 99% fat free and it's vegan, which is crazy. I think I got a donation. That's crazy. Thank you so much, Joe Perez Marchese. Thank you so much for the donation. Hi, established men like myself would appreciate an answer too. When are you going to give the people what they want? OF or paid content? Thanks. What's OF and paid content? Well, my content is free for people to watch. You don't have to pay to watch my stuff. My stuff is free. I have it on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. All my videos are free here. But if you'd like to pay and you'd like to donate, then my PayPal is always open. And you can donate here or you can donate, on YouTube. Thank you so much, Joe, for the question and the donation. Are all those your sneakers? No, they're a mixture of everyone's sneakers in the world. Can you please sing Bubblegum? I don't know that one. Okay, there is no such thing as vegan mayo. Yes, there is. Sergeant Garcia. Yes, you can buy it and you can also make it, which I've also made. You need like a blender. You need some soy milk. You need some lemon juice. But this 99% fat-free thing blows my mind. I actually don't like it that much though. I don't know why. I think I mixed it with some sriracha and then it went off a bit. I think that's why. But I don't really crave mayonnaise anymore. It's crazy. Dirt Bike Tour says, I have vegan mayo on my food now. Exactly. Vegan mayo does exist. And it does definitely exist because I actually worked at a sandwich shop. It's probably one of like my first jobs. Yes, one of my first jobs ever. We made vegan sandwiches. It was a whole vegan shop, and we had like all the different vegan stuff, vegan versions of stuff that people like. It was so good. Shout out to Vegan Sandwich Co. in Ireland. It's such a sad thing that they had to close down. In a Western Australian supermarket. Ooh. Yeah. $6. $6. Yeah, most of the stuff are like the same price. I only drawing on my channel for fun. Linda, that's so cool. Keep drawing if you enjoy it. Keep doing things that you find fun. What is your weirdest food mixture? Oh, that's a good question. My weirdest food mixture. You guys might find it weird. Find this one weird. It's sweet potato and Weetabix. So I put Weetabix, some water, sugar, and like boiled sweet potato, and I mashed it in together. That's probably a bit weird for you guys. My other weird one would be, I don't know, maybe ketchup and white rice. Ketchup and like jasmine rice, just ketchup. That might be a bit weird for you guys. Carl says, from what city in China are you from? I want to marry a tall, good-looking girl like you. Any cousins? I'm from Guangzhou, which is the south part. And if you know, like the south of China, people are generally shorter. I just happen to be taller. But if you want to get a tall girl and you could only visit one city in China, I would probably go to Beijing because people in the north are generally taller than the south, which is where I'm from. I just happen to be taller. And my cousins are, I think I'm the tallest out of my female cousins. Male cousins are taller, but yeah. Do you guys like my mic? It's a gold YouTube mic. Have you ever heard of spider fighting or viewing the moon on West Lake? No, I've never heard of that. West Lake sounds American though. I would draw you in any angle. Simon, go ahead. I would love to see a drawing of me. What angle would you like? Do you want this one? This one? This one? This one? Follow me, this is what I look like from the back. What angle would you like? And if you guys do draw me, tag me and stuff like that, or send, or write it in my YouTube comments, like I drew you, I sent it on your Instagram or something. I'm definitely gonna look out for it because I haven't had someone draw me yet. So that'll be really funny and really cool. And maybe if you guys all drew something on me, then I could make a whole video, like responding, reacting to your drawings of me. Okay, Scott says, good day, little Miss Positivity. I love your positive energy. Thank you, Scott. That means a lot to me. And thank you for being positive to me. And thank you for seeing that in me. You know, we see what we look for, really. Because most people will see my content. Well, some people will see my content and be like, what is this? Like, this is just nonsense, bull crap. What does it do? And then there are people that are like, wow, this is, I understand this. Some people just aren't clicked in. Their minds aren't open to understanding. You know, when you look through life, you kind of have to analyze it like how you would in English class, don't you? It's like anything that happens to you, you're like, what can I learn from here? What is it trying to tell me? That's how I see it. And big up to people who go about their lives like that as well. I add ketchup to rice for flavor. Yes, it's the best. And I also like sugar. What I do, I actually have a full recipe on my YouTube, which is here, a tomato sauce. I make my own tomato sauce. It's much better than ketchup, but ketchup is just quicker, you know? Sometimes you just need something quick, and maybe you don't have 5 minutes to make my tomato recipe, so the ketchup comes in handy. Please give some dating advice. Ooh, Ryan, yes, I would love to. If you have a scenario, you can go ahead and ask me. Give me some like general ideas, and then I can. Okay, but general dating advice is, if you are a guy, your basic job is to protect and provide. So if you at this stage in your life cannot offer that, then focus your time on building yourself up before you get involved and try to, distract yourself with someone else. Work on yourself. And same for the girls. You know, you have to be worth finding before you look for something. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. Be worth being found before you find something. So basically, work on yourself before you look for something else. So work on yourself. Yeah, focus on yourself is what I'm trying to say. I think that's really good dating advice. Life advice in general. And then another thing is about rejection. Don't take rejection personally. Rejection is just redirection. So many men, especially, they take rejection from women and jobs, anything. They take it too personally. It's not about you, okay? If someone doesn't like you and they don't see the value in you, that's okay. Not everyone is gonna like you, and you don't like everyone, okay? That's all right. Move on. Don't take it personally. You don't need to harm the person. Like I saw on the news the other day, there was a guy who got rejected and couldn't handle it, and they like, I think the girl, they KILLED'd the girl because he got rejected and he couldn't handle that. Like, move on. There's so many things better. And sometimes you just gotta be like, okay, well, you're a loss, and move on. That goes beyond dating as well. Okay? In life, job opportunities, college courses, you didn't get into the school that you wanted to get into. Things like that. You couldn't get on the plane ticket because it got sold out. Don't be sad. Things happen for a reason. Don't be upset. There's always a next opportunity. Okay? So that's some general dating advice. If you have a specific scenario, let me know. Okay, I have another. Joe Perez Marchese. Okay, again says MOF equals OnlyFans. With your 200K base on IG, with a 1% yield on OnlyFans, at $10 a month equals $20,000 a month. That's life-changing money, and it's what 99% of us want. Wow, that's a lot of maths there. Thank you so much for doing the maths. What is OnlyFans, though? You say OF equals OnlyFans. What is OnlyFans? Thank you so much for the donation. Are you into Hispanic men? I love your hair. You're so beautiful. Thank you so much. I don't think I am into anyone specifically like that. I think I'm open to everyone in the world. I think there's beauty in everyone. Do you know what I mean? Okay, what is a style of food where you are from? I'm familiar with Sichuan style dishes from a book, The Food of Sichuan. I would say I'm Hong Kong style, Hong Kong, Guangzhou style, Canton style, which is south of China. Okay, because I'm into the dim sum, which is kind of like a British version of afternoon tea. Dim sum. We've got our noodles, we've got our, yeah, stuff like that. South of China. Do you have Trader Joe's supermarket where you live? No, I don't think so. I'm in Adelaide, South Australia. I've never seen a Trader Joe's, and I have not seen a Lidl here, which they need to have Lidl. Some people say Lidl. I say Lidl because it's German. So for those of you who didn't get the reference, it's Lidl. But they do have Aldi here. Brian says, I like the microphone, it's cool. Yeah, it is. But it's like really white and the light is catching on it, so it might like blind you. Hey Michelle, I think me and you had class before. Huh, what class? Really? 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 What class? I really want to know. Okay. Hi Michelle, because you have a good understanding, Alexander Dean says, what is your opinion for the man you live together? For the man I live together, what is my opinion? In regards to what exactly? Is there a specific question? We get along pretty well. I don't know what that says about me, what that says about him. But yeah, we get along, is what I'm trying to say. Where are you from? I'm Michelle from China. China, as Donald Trump would say. China. Tesla bot, where is your boyfriend Durian? The old man is asleep. If you're talking about Durian Rider, he's asleep. In America, people from Asia change their name to American names, like my friend's real name is Chow, but goes by Jean. What is your real name? Michelle is my real name, but also if you're asking about my Chinese name is Gake. Gake, but Michelle is also my real name, so I think it can be offensive, honestly, when people say, that's your fake name because we have an English name, and you say like, oh, what's your real name? That's your fake name. I think that's kind of off. It's not a nice thing to say, but I mean, no offense taken, but many of us have changed our name, so it makes it easier for you guys. But I wouldn't say real name and fake name. Or you could say like, what is your like birth given name, or what is your Chinese name, like you can say. So yeah, my Chinese name is Gake. There's no secret about it. I'm not embarrassed of it, but I've also gone by Michelle my whole life, so it is my name as well. And here's the thing, you can change your name at any time. Okay, you can give yourself a new name, you give yourself a new look, you can chop your hair off, you can change your whole closet, you can change whatever you have in your brain, change your mindset, you can, okay? And don't let people try to tell you, hold you back from the person that you were. They don't let someone say like, oh, but you're not that person. 5 years ago, you didn't wear gothic clothes. 5 years ago, you hated asparagus, okay? Don't let people hold you back by their versions of you that they saw, okay? You are allowed to change, okay? You are not a tree. You are allowed to change. And you can give yourself a new name. You can move countries. You can do all of it, okay? And if you were born with a name that you don't like, maybe learn to love your name, or you can give yourself another name. But be okay with your name, because I feel like everything happens for a reason. You're given your name for a reason. So love your name, number one, but if you want to change, you want to add another name to that, go ahead, okay? For any of you guys out there. I like white rice because it's so versatile. You can add barbecue sauce. Where's the barbecue sauce? Barbecue sauce. It's somewhere. I've lost it. It was a massive gallon. Salsa and soy salsa. Exactly, Danny. Danny, you're so right. That's why I love white rice as well. You can add anything to white rice, and white rice is healthy. It's so like the lean food. It's so easy to make. Add anything to it. You can eat it any time of the day. Tesla bot says, you realize you can chat absolute garbage and men will still watch you, lol. Yeah, but I don't, that's the thing. I wouldn't, sometimes I talk garbage, sometimes I talk about real stuff. And yeah. Hopefully people, when they start listening and not just watching, they take something useful as well. That's the main stuff. But if you watch me just for the looks, I hope I give you a good show. Someone says Wong, sick, yellow. Okay, I have someone called I run on sugar. Yes, all up for the I run on sugar. Me too, I run on the sugars. Sugar. Okay, you're so beautiful. Do you ever live in New York City? No, I've never lived in New York City. I've never stepped foot in America. Never. Maybe in a past life, but I think I have this American accent because I watched a lot of American shows and stuff. And yeah, just listening to other people, learning English and all that. Guys, I have 5 more minutes. If you guys want me to stay longer, interact with this video, give this video a thumbs up, type in the comments, give a donation if you want me to stay, or else I'm gonna go in 4 minutes and go to bed. Thank you guys so much for the donations, by the way. This is so nice of you guys. Okay. Pull the zip down a bit more, please. There. Hi, girl. We have someone from Kitty. Kitty said hello. Hey, girl. Okay. What do you want to be when you grow up? Ryan, great question. When I was like even younger than now, I would say when I grow up, I just want to be happy. And yeah, that's true. I just want to be happy. What do I want to be when I grow up? I want to be the girl who like does what she wants, who goes after her dreams, who is free. That's who I want to be. Whatever that means, because I feel like I change, and that's just a general idea of what I want to be. So tomorrow or in 2 days' time, I might wake up and be like, okay, I want to change my path. So I'm not gonna tie myself down to anything. I just want to be free and do what I want. Yeah, hopefully that's a good enough answer. I think that's such a bad answer though. Okay, Carl says I'm Mexican Italian, also a food, and I'm also a good cook. That's cool. What is your best dish that you can make for me that is low fat and vegan? So I don't like oil, I don't like butter, I don't eat animals, things like that. What can you make for me? I don't like fried. We had chemistry together. Bashment. Stop. No. Are you saying chemistry? Is this a joke? Or did we actually have chemistry class? Who was your teacher? Who was your chemistry teacher? Stop. I think you're taking this as a joke. Like, oh, we have chemistry. What do you mean by we had chemistry together? Who was your teacher's name? What's your teacher's name? Alexander Spear says it's Darren. Hey. You said you've just logged on. You've been asking for me to go live for so long. Yes. Thank you for asking because you do remind me. I need people to remind me that, you guys do want to see me live. So yeah, thank you. Okay, Kamsi says Kiss, Marry, Kill, Tom Holland, Timothy Chalamet, or Michael B. Jordan. Okay, I don't know anything about these people, but okay. This is juicy. Okay, I think I will kill Timothy Chalamet. I would probably... Okay, because I know Tom Holland is associated with Zendaya, that boosts his points because I quite like Zendaya from what my understanding is. So I would probably marry Tom Holland. Oh, I don't know. And kiss Michael B. Jordan. I don't know, actually. I don't know much about Michael B. Jordan, but okay, I'll stick with that. I'll marry Tom Holland and I'll kiss Michael B. Jordan. Yeah. Shoes for sale? Yes, everything for sale. If you want this empty ketchup bottle, I mean, there's a little bit left. If you want this empty bottle, yes. Put in a bid. It's going for sale, okay? Anna Marie says, you're from China. I love in Chinese food. I love you in Chinese food. Yeah. How do I cop some Nikes? So probably go to like your Nike outlet. Harbour Town is the closest one in Adelaide. But like outlet stores, they're usually cheaper, and things like that, more affordable. You might get like some cool stuff that you don't really see on the main streets. Not main streets, but like the, how do I say it? In like the shopping mall or the shopping street. You might find it in the outlet. See, outlet stores. I'm just curious, what's your favorite food there? My favorite food there is rice. White rice. That's my favorite. Jiren collects empty shoe boxes. Yeah, he's building a massive shoe box, right? So that's what it is. It rains now because of the winter in Adelaide, so he has to collect the box to create a shoe box to live in. Right, so that's why he collects shoe boxes. TeslaBot says, you grew up in Ireland, therefore you are Irish, no? Yes, I am Irish. I am Irish. I'm Irish because I'm an Irish citizen. Because, yeah, if I said if I'm Irish, people are gonna be like, oh, you're not Irish. I just have citizenship. Because right now, at the moment, in Ireland, like everywhere else in the world, they're trying to coin the term Irish. Like, you're not Irish, you're not from here, da-da-da-da. So, just want to put that out there. Which is really interesting because historically, Irish people were not seen as, you know, as white, and they didn't have privileges as other white people. Like, you know how they said, no Irish, no dogs, no blacks allowed? Irish was there. People look down to Irish people. So it's really interesting that Irish people have forgotten their history, and also some Irish people have forgotten that Irish people themselves immigrated out of Ireland to other countries, and now they're hating on all the immigrants, which is really interesting because they themselves, that was their history. Karen Capoon says, I like your glasses. I like your glasses. Thank you so much. These are from Specsavers, and I actually had to get them fixed the other day because my big bum, well, I don't have a big bum, but my fat ass sat on them. I thought I was sitting on something else that I thought, you know, I could sit on with my weight. But no, they're my glasses, and the whole leg of it, or the arm, was wonky. So I brought it to Specsavers. So these are from Ireland, Specsavers. But even though in Australia, they still fixed it. But they did have to give that warning, like, oh, we may snap your leg, it might break, things like that. Ben Churchill says, how does a young girl like you go from China to Ireland to Adelaide? With the plane, sometimes by boat, and sometimes I swim. Yeah. I swam from China to Adelaide. Yeah. You know, Adelaide is on the south, so I had to swim this way. I had to swim a whole hoop around Perth down to here. But I did take a plane from Ireland to China because I was not about to swim all all around Europe, you know? I was like, get me to there ASAP. So I used my like backpack as a little floaty, extra floaty, while I was swimming from China to Adelaide. So I was carrying the backpack like a normal backpack, as if it was what you call it, a parachute. So it was holding me up from the water when I would sleep, you know? But if I was awake, I carried the backpack in front of me so that, you know, I'd be up here. And then when I needed the parachute when I sleep, just hold me up in the water with the backpack. Okay, Kamzi, Kiss, Marry, Kill. I answered that one. Give me another one, because that was fun. That was really fun. Give me more Kiss, Marry, Kills. To have Chinese name is not a problem. Exactly. And that's what I want to let people know, that it's okay to use your name from your country. So why do I say that when I'm using literally Michelle from China? Because number one, it's easier, and this is what literally everyone calls me, and I resonate with this name, and it's just easier to spell. So if I said, because my Chinese name is Jiaqi, no one would know how to spell that. So it's just easier for branding. But I am not ashamed of my name, and neither should you guys be ashamed of your name. That's something I'm very strong for. Pro using your other name. So when I was younger, I was ashamed of my Chinese name, and I was actually even ashamed that I was even Chinese, which is so ridiculous. And some people are you know, trying to use that against you. Once you let that get to you, people will target you. So whatever you are now, you have black hair, blonde hair, you have a mole here, you have a mole somewhere else, you are maybe fat, maybe you are short. Okay, you need to make peace with that, because people will target you. Okay, wherever people see there's a weak point in you, people will target. So whatever you have right now, accept yourself. Okay, and that's harsh reality. You don't need to have 200,000 followers on Instagram to understand that. Okay, even in daily life, if you don't put yourself out there, if you have an insecurity and people will see that, people will try to put you down. Okay, people will say, I've heard people say, she's a Chinese cunt, she's a Chinese Chinese bitch, whatever. It literally doesn't mean anything. I'm like, yes, I am Chinese. And what, bitch? Okay? You gotta be like that. People are gonna hate you. And with my Michelle from China, I hope it inspires other people to not be ashamed of where they're from, and don't let other people's racist comments get to them. Because at the end of the day, those are just jealous motherfuckers. Okay? I'm so passionate about that. Because I was once very ashamed of who I was. And guess what? I'm Michelle from motherfucking China now. Period. Comment down your name and comment down where you are from. Let's get a chain from where you're from. Michelle, new fan. Hey, Wardina. That's a very unique name. I love the name Medina. And look at you with Wardina. Okay. Okay, Simon says, yes, clothes hold you back. Be free, unzip, don't be restricted. Yeah. But sometimes for cycling, you should zip up, because it's just more aero. I think the light has just gone off there. Guys, it is time for me to go to sleep. That's what it means, because it's 8 minutes past. Anyways, I'll finish reading these and then head off. Excuse me, I'm burping. Sorry, I didn't mean to be offensive. It's just that my friend said people change their name because Americans don't pronounce it, so I say their birth name out of respect for the culture. No. I didn't take offense to it, but I understand that some people can take offense to it, and I'm just saying that there's a better way of saying it instead of saying your real name, because yeah, there's just a better way of saying what is your Chinese name, not a real name, because Michelle is my real name, and other people have real names as well. That's their name. That's who they want to be, and you shouldn't be like, what's your real You know what I mean? But no offense taken. I'm not offended, but I'm just saying there's a better way. With a smile. Okay. Keep on with the lives. I'll support. Thank you. I actually do enjoy lives, but yeah, I don't know why I stopped for a while. Stay much longer. Please don't go. Okay. Can you talk about fake friends, because they always talk about me and give me side eyes, and I can't keep hearing them. Sashi, great question. Okay. Talk about fake friends. If they're fake, you already know they're fake. Don't associate with them. You don't need to be mean to them, but just, just be like, hey, bye. But you don't need to rub elbows with them. You don't need to make friends with them, okay? You don't need to keep them around. It's better to be alone than to be with the wrong people who laugh at you. You just look like a fool, okay? You don't need these people. These people just make fun of you, okay? They're laughing at you. They're not laughing with you. Get rid of them. Have some respect for yourself, okay? And move on. And the quicker you get rid of these people, you disassociate from these people, the quicker you will find your tribe, okay? Because how can you expect to be with these wrong people and find your right tribe at the same time? Okay, maybe you might, but it's just a longer time, okay? So the quicker you are by yourself emitting the good energies, you will find your people. Do you know what I mean? And don't listen to haters, literally. I know everyone listens to haters because our ears do not shut, right? There's no door that we shut our ears. What I'm saying is, don't take it to heart. And sometimes people sound like haters, but you can get some good stuff out of it. So sometimes people are critiquing you. You can take that as in, maybe you are right. Let me change that, okay? But don't let other people's opinions to your heart. Whatever you decide is your opinion, okay? Is what I'm trying to say. So get rid of mean people. Get rid of people that drag you down. There's no space. Life is too fucking short. Okay, maybe you're a child. Life is too short to surround yourself and to be around losers, okay? So when I was younger, I spent a lot of time alone because I just didn't find people that truly I felt cared about me, stuff like that. So I spent my lunch times alone. In the bathroom, yes. Sometimes in the bathroom, sometimes by the stairwell, eating my own lunch. Yeah, spent time alone. There's nothing wrong with that. And guess what? When I was in the bathroom, who did I meet? I met someone who was going through the same thing, who didn't have friends and didn't find people that connected with them. And guess what? We connected and she became one of my best friends. Okay? And we did skateboarding. We were both vegan. Okay? She came into my life because I didn't hang around with other people. Okay? So sometimes you have to be alone to find the right people. They will find you, you'll find them. But you just have to live authentically, be your own true friend. That's the best thing you can do for yourself, is to remove yourself from toxic people. Okay? You are your own friend, and you need to be your own best friend and give yourself the best chance to succeed and to be happy. So yeah, that was interesting. I just remembered that. So yeah, she came to my life. She was vegan. We clicked along. We hung out all the time. We did sports together. And that started because I was in the bathroom alone. And she was thinking the same thing. I'll be alone in the bathroom too. And guess what? We just clicked. What about the shoes? What about the shoes? They're holding up the ceiling, as you can see. That's why they're stacked up so high. Lynn Sarah says, can you please say hi to my dad? It's his birthday. Happy birthday to your dad. That is so cute. I was just thinking because next month is Father's Day. And, usually I'm not thinking about Father's Day or Mother's Day that much. But I'm thinking of extra because It's my first year away from everyone. Because if you guys didn't know, I left home. Why is the word YouTube backwards in your microphone? Because it's flipped. So I'm flipped. So this looks like it's on my left side, doesn't it? It's on my right side. My mole's on my right side. And Sarah says, I just subscribed. Thank you so much. YouTube censorship suck. Yeah, definitely. And censorship and, yeah, things you just can't show or things like that. The truth. Okay. Where would you want to travel to? I would love to travel to China. I want to see more of China. China is so big. And I didn't see all of it. So, China for sure. I am Michelle from China after all, right? Okay, there's just more and more and more. I don't think I'll finish all of this. I'll probably be here all night. Truth or Dare? Nicholas Masters, Truth. I love truths. I love telling the truth. Long live the Irish. Yup. Okay, jump, 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 jump. I love to jump. That's right. Hey, guys. You guys should jump too. Okay, TeslaBot says, hating due to most are men that come to Ireland and the UK. We need immigration, but not illegal, unlimited. Yes. Illegal. I think the ones that commit a lot of crimes are making a bad image for people. Because, I don't know, I have a soft spot. Like, I watch Border Force or Border Control, Australia, and I see a lot of people, genuine people that are wanting to go to another country to genuinely work and not cause crime and just, you know, contribute to society. So I have a soft spot for them. But I also understand that, you know, you should get your visas. But yeah, I have a huge soft spot for people that just genuinely are looking for a better life and not trying to cause harm to other people, just stay low. It's really sad to see. And also sad to see what some people have to go through. Like, even the drug smuggling, that breaks my heart because on Border Force, I see, like, some moms, they're, like, ingesting drugs, like pellets, and that's, like, so dangerous for your body. But they're doing that because maybe that's their only way of, you know, an escape for their family. It's really sad. I try to understand everyone, even though, you know, I'm really against drugs and, like, things like that, you know? I have a soft spot because we're all human at the end of the day. Okay, Carl says Mexican vegan I would prepare is a vegan mole tostada, dried tortilla with nopales, salty cactuses with fried onions and a sweet and spicy teriyaki-like salsa called mole. Wow, that's actually really unique. I've never heard of that. Carl, that's a good one. I'd like to try that. Okay, vegan mole tostada. Okay, I'll look it up. Chad says girls got jokes. I do. Do you speak Spanglish? No, not really. I did not pick Spanish as my language to learn in school. I picked German. So, yes. You should do stand-up, haha. Funny you say because I love stand-up comedy. Like, I'm a sucker for comedy. I'm a sucker for things that make me laugh and get my brain going. So speaking of that, I'm actually gonna go to a comedy show next Monday, which is literally tomorrow because it's already Sunday now. But yeah, I'm really excited for that. It's my first one in Australia. I've gone to ones in London and in Dublin, Ireland. So we're gonna see if these Aussie people can make me laugh. Because here's the thing, I don't like Aussie humor, honestly. I don't find it funny. I think Aussie humor is really mean and too sarcastic for my liking. I'm a soft girl, and yeah, it's just too harsh, you know? So we're gonna see. I do love Irish humor. That is the one thing I miss the most about Ireland, is the people and the humor. We're just funny people. And I love the accent. So yeah. SpongeBob says, what is your skincare routine? So, okay, let me start here. Let me start by saying I don't wash my face generally at night. That is gonna get a lot of whoa. Really? But yeah, I actually don't wash my face at night. I sleep in my eyeliner, and then in the morning I wash it because I have dry skin, and I don't know, I feel like washing my skin too much, my face is not too much is good, because it just dries it out and stuff like that. So start off there. When I wake up, then I'll wash my face with this foaming soap that I got from TK Maxx in Ireland. And then I do hyaluronic acid from Inky List on my skin. And then I have this like gel cream and then another cream on top. And generally that's it. And then I do my eyeliner, and then sometimes I do my eyebrows, sometimes with a pencil from Daiso, and some blush, and that's pretty much it. Are you from Trinidad? No, I'm Michelle from China, but I've lived in Trinidad, so I feel like a part of me is Trinidadian, but I'm not. I'm Michelle from China. And a lot of people ask me, oh, so you should be Michelle from Trinidad, you should be Michelle from Ireland. Why have you chosen Michelle from China, even though, you know, maybe you can't speak Mandarin Chinese, but you can speak Cantonese? I say because I'm trying to claim it back. Because for my whole life, I was like ashamed of being Chinese and labeled Chinese. So I'm reclaiming that. I am from China. I'm not ashamed of it. And being from, like, when you grow up in a different country, you don't feel like you belong anywhere. You know what I mean? If I go to Trinidad now, people aren't going to claim me. I'm not Trini. I don't look Trini. Well, actually in Trinidad, there's a mixture of cultures. But I don't know. People aren't going to claim me as Trini, I don't think. If I go to Ireland, some people are going to say, you're not Irish. When I go to China, Chinese people are going to say, you're not really Chinese. Because you didn't grow up here, really. You don't think like you know? You didn't do your Gaokao, you didn't do your last exam, things like that. So I'm just going by what I look like, where my parents are from, where I was born, things like that, okay? Just upping the Chinese. Red Bull gives you wings. I disagree. I don't like Red Bull because of the energy drinks. I'm not really up for energy drinks. I think we should get it from like True Energy, which is sugar and stuff like that, and real food. Energy drinks are just abused these days. If you need energy, get sleep, get rest, get your sugars in, and water. That's really important, because sometimes we feel really tired, and that's just because we don't have enough water in our system. We have low blood pressure. So if you have low blood pressure, if you take a blood pressure thing and it's low, first thing you should do is drink some water. Did you know that? Because blood volume. So dehydrated people will have a lower blood pressure than normal. Donnie Baker says babbling bimbos are so cool. That's funny. Something stuck here. Okay. How do you know Trinidad? Because I lived there. Your shirt is sexy. Thank you. Yes. Vegan. I bet your father is proud of you. He is. I was just talking to him today. For sure, keep your real name. It's who you are. Yep. Ooh, Ben says, I'd have guessed you're Vietnamese, not Chinese. Why is that? I actually did a filter the other day where you put your lips on the thing and it guessed where you're from based on your lips. And I got China. Okay. Riley says, kiss, marry, kill Justin Bieber, Harry Styles, or Benson Boone. Ooh! Ooh, okay. Interesting. Here's the thing, I don't know much about Benson Boone. I just know his song In the Stars. Now you're in the stars and 6 feet never fell so far. Here I am alone between the heavens and the embers. Okay, so that's the only one I know. I haven't seen his interviews or anything. Justin Bieber is kind of embarrassing because he's caught up with his ex and he's crashing out over Selena, stuff like that. So I think that's really embarrassing. And so I would but you know, Justin Bieber do be cute. Harry Styles is not really my cup of tea from One Direction. From One Direction, I picked Zayn. Harry Styles is a bit too flamboyant. But I don't know much about these people. Okay, let's just here's the thing, I'm not huge into celebrities. But this is funny. But I feel like Harry Styles is liked by many girls, so there has to be a reason for that. So I'd probably, let's say I marry Harry Styles because majority like him. There must be something good about him. Justin Bieber. Let's kiss Justin Bieber and then kill Benson Boone because I don't know anything. This is crazy. Has he got you imprisoned in that wardrobe? What wardrobe? There's nothing in here. It's just shoes. There's no even clothes in here for me to wear, okay? It's not even a wardrobe. It's a shoebox, is what it is. Not from Ireland, but I think you integrate well. Many others don't. What do you mean by I'm not from Ireland? I'm Michelle from China. Terrible that people made you feel that way about your heritage. Well, the good thing is that you can twist something bad into something good, is what I'm trying to say, right? So I'm glad I went through that because it made me a better person. But yeah, you need to always just turn negative situations into good stuff. But yeah, thank you for saying that it is terrible because at least some people maybe wouldn't ever do that to other people, and that's good to know. Is it true you're being groomed? Yes, I have a brush somewhere. I always carry a brush near me because I always like to keep my hair brushed and groomed. It is somewhere, but yeah. I always like to groom because look, my hair gets in such a knot. It's important to be well groomed, guys. Appearance is everything, isn't it? Well, it's not everything. Appearance, is the first thing that people notice. Why are you so pure? SpongeBob, great question. Because of who I surround myself with and who I am, who I surround myself with. If you surround yourself with drug users, people who are not pure, you will become not pure. Do you get me? And if people who don't want to protect your purity, if you surround yourself with those people that don't want to protect your purity, then you will lose your purity. So who you surround yourself with is really important. If you hang around losers, you will become another loser. Okay? Unless you have that switch in your brain and you can turn off. But most people are not strong enough to turn off that switch, and they become who they hang around with, okay? So, like, I would say now, if I were to surround myself with other drug users, I'm not going to become one of them because my brain is so hard. It's so set. I'm not going to become them. But for general, most people, like if you're like young, 15 years old, most 15-year-olds will blend in with who they surround themselves with. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. That's how you stay pure. Number one, hang around the right people. And if you don't have anyone to hang around with, then hang around yourself. Okay. Colin's from Australia. That's pretty cool. Don't go. Okay. Joe Perez Marchese has asked another question. Hi, Michelle. Would you be open to PVT? What's PVT content? Sent through DMs or other secure communications. That's a solid compromise if you're not ready for OF. I still don't know what OnlyFans OF is. And what's PVT? PVT content. Joe, I'm not sure what you mean. Can you clarify? DMs. Yes, my Instagram DMs are open. I do read some of them, but I have so many DMs come through. I don't read all of them. So YouTube, like now, here is the best way that I see it. We have so many DMs come in, I don't see it at all. Is that a transformer? No, it's a microphone. It actually works, but it doesn't even work that well anymore. Like there's the Echo version, bass, and all that. That's a transformer. No, it's not a transformer. Do you love Guinness? No. I don't like alcohol. I don't drink alcohol. And I tried Guinness like once or twice. I just didn't like the taste. I don't think I'm an alcohol. I don't like the taste of alcohol. Show your collarbone. They look beautiful. My clavicles. So you have bad posture. When you have bad posture, your collarbones disappear. But unless you are, maybe if you have extra weight, then it's harder to see. But bad posture. Ooh, okay, Danny says, how to deal with frustration from not performing well in sports? Great question. Well, performing well is very subjective, isn't it? Your version of performing well, you might be like, if I'm not Olympic level, I'm not performing well. And some people might think, oh, I run a 1 hour 5K. That's performing well. So you just need to switch your brain. As long as you're doing sport, you are doing well, okay? As long as you're striving to be better, trying to be better, you are doing well, okay? The fact that you are even doing sport and exercising and getting your butt out there, that is a clap on the back, okay? You should be proud of yourself for that. And just because you're trying, that's enough, okay? And some of us are just naturally not gifted at sports. We can try, okay? We can get lucky. We can keep going. That's all that matters, okay? Some of us are better in some areas, some are better in others, okay? And maybe you haven't found your sport yet, okay? There is a sport out there probably that you are great at, okay? For me, for example, cricket, I remember cricket in school. I was not good at cricket. The bat was really heavy. I didn't like holding heavy things. And my aim for the cricket bat was I felt like it was too small. Guess what? I found my sport in hockey. I found my sport in badminton. I was great at badminton. And I really enjoyed badminton. But cricket, not so much. Okay? So just try out your different sports. And that's what I want to do with my channel. That's why I do all these crazy things. Who's doing the limbo? Who's doing hurdling? Who's doing the crazy running? Who's doing all this stuff? Okay? And I hope to inspire you guys to try out different sports as well. And even the shot put. You know, that's